GFTV. I'm Scottish Sandman.
And I'm Van Dam 08.
This is going to be our first edition of Deathmatch, where we take two games with similar gameplay or style, and we make them fight each other, basically, you know, brawl it out.
We don't have the technology to literally do that, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to vocally talk about it. First, we're going to talk about the games themselves. Gears 3. Now, we're not talking about Gears 1 and 2. We're actually going to talk about Gears number 3.
You're going to talk about Space Marine.
Yeah, you're going to talk about Gears, and then we're going to talk about Warhammer 4000 Space Marine, the game. Not every game, not Kill Team, not Dawn of War, just this one.
Yeah. So, quit crying, bitch. Talking to you, board game players. Okay, Gears of War 3. What am I going to say about Gears of War 3 that already hasn't been said? You guys are probably pretty pissed about the DLC situation for Gears 3. Well, that's your dumb fault for not buying the season pass like I did. But honestly, sales-wise, it's above anything, you know, Space Marine has ever done, it's ever gonna do in its like entire life. Like, even if like they made like 3 more generations of, you know, Xboxes and stuff, this game would still not sell as much as a Gears of War game. They have comics and they have books, and all sell very well. I've only read like 2 of them because I have a life. But honestly, I went to midnight release of that. Jesus Christ, it was fucking awesome. Except for that one douchebag that used to work at Play and Trade that fucked my goddamn pre-order up. Yeah, I hope you watched this video, so fuck you, dude.
Space Marine, gameplay-wise, it's pretty cool. You know, there's no cover system. Gears definitely has that. Graphics-wise, Gears definitely superior. Length-wise, Gears definitely superior.
Just Gears wins.
Gameplay-wise, you gotta go with Gears. If you're looking for a shooter, go with Gears. The only thing you can basically argue is that Gears stole the chainsaw idea. Cliff Bleszinski jacked it from Space Marine, because Space Marine's been around since the 80s, and they have chain swords and power axes and all this way before you decided to put it on a gun, okay?
Okay, we're going to do the universes now for each game.
Total universe, not just the individual games. Total, complete, everything that has to do with the idea.
Yeah. Gears of War 3, each of their books and everything that they put out is basically set in one timeline, which is the beginning of the war and the end of the war and a few spots before Emergence Day. And I honestly think the characters, the monsters that they have are just ridiculous. They're amazing. Like, Locust just destroyed a whole human race. Like, they came from underground up. Like, they freaking lived underground and still were able to, like, continue living regularly. Came up to the surface and said, hey, you humans took our land. Which, you know, maybe the Indians should take a page out of Locust. And they destroyed, like, all of, like, life. I don't see any other, you know, army or force that's gonna go up against, like, another, like, human race other than the Covenant in Halo that's gonna fuck shit up like Locust did. There's no way, no fucking way. They have a Berserker, which is a female. Their strongest characters are females.
Very post-feminist living.
Which is, like, that's pretty fucking scary, dude, because, you know, females are not very strong.
Alright, sexism aside.
Fuck that.
Space Marine, the Warhammer 40,000 universe, is practically untouchable compared to any other universe. Gears has 3 games, 5 books, a couple of different comic series. Space Marine has been around since the 80s. Started as a tabletop game, you little characters, you roll dice, yeah, nerds, whatever, no one cares. They have libraries of books. Go to your nearest Barnes & Noble and find the Warhammer section. It takes an entire shelf to come up with. They have 10,000 years of a span that their story is. They have hordes of different enemies, completely different races, and each one has individual units and societies, and they have millions of planets and billions of characters within the universe. It's unstoppable. Gears can't even come close. They have 3 games.
Okay, now we're going to talk about what would happen if they both fought each other. Like Space Marine, the Ultramarines you see in the game, versus the COG. Honestly, you have these giant guys that are coming in with giant tons of armor. And then you have COG, which are not as big, but they're like a lot more agile. And I'm pretty sure, I don't give a shit who you are, but a chainsaw to the neck is gonna fuck you up. Like that shit it's gonna cut your head off. I don't care. They have chainswords, and you can block a chainsword with, you know, a freaking a lancer, sorry. Because you see in Gears 2, you see Ty go up against the Scourge, and he, you know, was battling, and even Dizzy was battling against the Scourge with, you know, the dual chainsaws. Like, I'm pretty sure you can fight somebody with like dual chainsaws. You know, if we're gonna throw in the enemies from this game against the enemies in this game, which would be like Locusts versus the Orcs. I'm pretty sure the Locusts are gonna destroy the Orcs. Like, what do the Orcs have? Clothes and like axes and, you know, clubs and stuff. I'm pretty sure the Berserker alone could probably destroy a lot of Space Marine just by herself, because you can't chainsaw and kill a freaking Berserker. There's no freaking way. There's no way. You can't do it in Gears, and even if you do freaking have a chainsword, there's no way you're gonna get through. You have to like burn that bitch on fire.
Alright, now that we had that bullshit out of the way, Space Marines I would put up against any other imagined or created character ever. I mean, they're 12 feet tall, hulking monstrosities.
They're 7 feet tall.
No, they're not. They're 12 feet tall.
I've never heard anything that says 12 feet. It's 7 feet.
Okay. They're big as hell. I mean, look at the characters that are in Gears. Like what is the requirements to be a COG, to be human? They have so little amount of people in their army. They're taking old ass cowboys like Dizzy, and then females, which is bullshit. I mean, who wants them to be fighting alongside of you? Like, you want them to watch your back, and they're busy painting their goddamn nails? No. Space Marines, in order to join a Space Marine, not only do you have to be the strongest and most powerful person on the entire planet, but when they come from space to pick you up and then throw you into the Space Marine Academy, they encourage each other to fight and kill each other in order to weed out the weaker ones. And then once that's done, they have to go through these genetic implants and all this stuff that make their bones stronger, and it gives them a second heart inside of their body. So if one dies, the other one keeps beating. And they have these genetic implants in their minds that make them think faster and aim better. And they have, the technology is unstoppable. Just technology-wise, they would crush Gears. I mean, they have... Okay, thanks for watching our first edition of Deathmatch. Go ahead and post in the comments, or you know, shoot us an email at gamefreaktv@gmail.com as to who you think would win. And then if you want to see anybody fight, you know, and you want us to argue about it, like Halo Reach versus Modern Warfare or whatever, you know, put in the comments, and we'll post it. We'll do the next deathmatch will be whatever you guys want. And stay tuned. For our show, you know, Game Freak TV, we're going to have t-shirts soon, you know, with our logo on them. And any of you game freaks out there that want a game reviewed or a movie, just let us know. You know, shoot us a comment or an email, and we'll go see it. We'll buy the game, we'll go see the movie, and we'll review it just for you guys.
Or just send me the game.
Yeah, send us the game.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Don't be a fucking Jew.
You have a vagina!